As I set foot in the heart of Cairo, an ancient city teeming with life and history, I am on a quest, one that stretches beyond the boundaries of the physical world. My journey is driven by a burning curiosity to understand the Muslim perception of God, a concept shared with Jews and Christians, yet interpreted through the distinct lens of Islam. What separates and what unites the way the divine is experienced across these faiths? My guide, historian of Islam Ahmed Ragab, leads me through the winding streets to the majestic Al-Hussein Mosque. The entrance is welcoming, open to all, much like a Catholic church, a sanctuary where anyone at any time can come, sit in stillness, and speak with Allah. The invitation feels timeless, a constant whisper that the divine is always near. Inside, I'm greeted by one of the most enchanting sounds I've ever heard, the call to prayer. The voice of the muezzin, rising and falling with ancient melody, seems to echo off the walls and reverberate through the very air. It's more than a call, it's a manifestation of God. As I listen, I realize that for the faithful, this sound is a reminder of their ongoing conversation with the divine. The call to prayer ends with the familiar Assalamu alaikum, just as any human conversation might end with a farewell, a reminder that prayer is at its core an intimate meeting with God. Yet there's a paradox here. How do you converse with a being who has no form, no image, nothing tangible to hold on to? My questions linger, but Ahmed has already arranged for me to meet someone who can shed light on this. Imam Al-Amir Mahfouz, the spiritual leader of the mosque. The Imam greets me warmly, his presence calm and wise. As I ask how one can possibly speak to a God who cannot be imagined, he smiles knowingly. God is beyond imagination, he says. Whatever form we might conceive, God surpasses it. The divine is far greater than anything our human minds can grasp. This idea swirls in my mind as the Imam speaks of the call to prayer's origins. It began, he explains, with a dream, a vision from one of the Prophet Muhammad's companions who heard this sacred call in his sleep. When he awoke, he shared it with Muhammad, who transformed it into the daily ritual we now know, an act repeated 5 times a day across the Muslim world. The music of the muezzin, I learn, is no coincidence. There are auditions to find the perfect voice, as only the most beautiful and resonant tones are chosen to fill the mosque. And it isn't just the sound that is beautiful. Mosques themselves are designed to captivate the senses. From the intricate architecture to the calligraphy that adorns the walls, beauty is woven into every element of worship. But this beauty is not an end in itself. For Muslims, it is a reflection of God. Without a form, the divine can only be glimpsed through aspects of creation that stir the soul, through sound, sight, and sensation. Even then, these are mere fragments of something far more vast. God is present in every beautiful thing, yet always transcends what we can perceive. As I leave the mosque, the sun setting over Cairo, I carry with me a new understanding. In Islam, God is not a figure to be seen or imagined. Instead, he is felt in the beauty that surrounds us, in the stillness of prayer, and in the call to the faithful, echoing through the streets like a heartbeat of the divine.